Pregnant at 17.
I was so nervous.
High school dropout.
They said, like, speak about something that you really struggled with.
In the juvenile court system.
And something I struggled with was stereotypes.
I am defined by these stereotypes every single day.
My name is Sadie Ortiz, and I've lived here for 17 years now. When it hit me was in like the 8th, 9th grade when I started to get upset, because there was a point where I was like, maybe I can, if I just put on more makeup, then maybe I'll look lighter. Maybe if I just don't go out in the sun, I'll look lighter. So there was a point where I was ashamed of my skin color and when I did feel like I didn't fit in.
2 years ago, I just started at the Community Foundation when a donor, Bino Solomon, approached us and asked if we would be interested in joining her in her vision of a more complete and integrated community.
I heard somebody say, "You're nothing in this town if you don't ski." And they were referring to adults, but it just got me thinking about the young Latino children in the community. And I thought, well, what can I do about this?
Bino has always been a champion for the underserved, and she noticed that this was one of the things that the town was lacking.
I went to the Park City Community Foundation, and the Solomon Fund was born.
I was just super like, wow, like the Solomon Fund sounds like something amazing. Like this is great for students to have like opportunities for sports with a low cost. It's where I started. I started off with sports. And so I wanted other students to have this.
All of the research shows that kids who are involved in sports do much better academically and have fewer behavior problems.
Diversity with sports is, it's getting a lot better, but when I was playing them at a young age, I was mostly the only Hispanic most of the time.
When you get a chance, would you mind putting the mountain bike camp up on Facebook?
Oh yeah, I can do that. When I heard about what Diego was doing with the Solomon Fund, I was like, this is so awesome. Like, I want to help, like I want to be involved.
Sadie has a background in sports, she speaks Spanish, and she really has a passion for social justice and equity. And so we thought it was a perfect fit, and she has been helping us all summer with translations, outreach, and a lot of other different projects, and we've really loved having her in the office.
Sharing my story, I feel like helps other students that are maybe going through something I went through. I remember when my dad had to fill out a scholarship for me to play soccer, I was the one filling it out. I was the one being like, how much do you earn yearly? Like I was the one filling all of that out. So I do wish that the Solomon Fund was happening when I was younger, because I would have done a lot more sports and would have saved my parents a lot more money and a lot more awkward situations.
There are 3 different barriers that we identified when we started working on this project: communication and outreach, transportation, and scholarships and gear. So one of my main jobs at the foundation is to do translations. So we translate all the informational flyers, all the registration forms, all the waivers into Spanish, so that information is arriving to the families in their native language. Transportation is a huge need. It is difficult for any working parent to go pick up their child from school and take them to the soccer field or take them to the ski hill or take them to the tennis courts. The third barrier is scholarships and gear. Over the last year, one thing that we've really seen is that a lot of these different organizations that we work with offer scholarships, but often they're not advertised. They're definitely not advertised in Spanish. And so really connecting the organizations to the families has been huge. We live in a wonderful community where mountain biking and skiing are the most popular sports, but those are also very, very expensive sports. The donation today can definitely help and have a huge impact on all kids in Park City tomorrow.
Go! Good.
This spring, when we put out a proposal for grants, we received $215,000 worth of requests. And it's really hard being on a grants committee. I had never done that before. To have to say no, to not give organizations everything they wanted. In a perfect world, we raise $300,000 a year, and it has to come in every year.
There are many low-income Latino children in this town that do not have the ability to participate. So if you would like to see a more integrated and complete community, a gift to the Solomon Fund will allow us to give a bike to a kid or give a soccer ball to a kid so that they can participate in the activities that this town has to offer.
I couldn't do it without the Park City Community Foundation, and I really need them, and they're wonderful. and they're all behind it. It's a wonderful partnership.
I am not a high school dropout.
Do not be ashamed of who you are.
I am not 17 and pregnant.
Find something you're passionate about.
I am a 4.0 student and never fit into stereotypes.
Become the person you want to be in life, not the person that society tells you you have to be in life.
I am not another statistic. Thank you.